You're listening to the Take Back Your Awesome radio show with your host, Colette Morris. Talking about all things health, mindset, family, and money.
Woo! This is Colette Morris here, and I am so excited. This is season 1, a new episode that we will be going with Take Back Your Awesome podcast show with me, Colette Morris. So in today's show, what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about confidence, because in the season that we have just been going through with lockdown, with deaths, with illnesses, with our loved ones possibly being separated from, there's a lot of discouragement out there. There's a lot of depression out there. There's a lot of lack of confidence out there. And let's look at what self-esteem is, because low self-esteem can be deeply rooted with origins in traumatic childhoods, experiences such as prolonged separation, neglect, or emotional, physical, or sexual abuse. In later life, though, self-esteem can be undermined by ill health, negative life events such as losing a job or getting divorced, deficiency or frustrating relationships, and a general sense of a lack of control. And these are all things that we're going through in these current times. This sense of lack of control may be especially marked in victims of emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, or victims of discrimination on the grounds of religion, culture, race, sex, or sexual orientation. And we definitely have been seeing more and more of that with the Black Lives Matter on the rise. With low self-esteem, you may come to see mental disorder and mental distress, and it's very complex, and the relationship between the two are very complex. Low self-esteem predisposes to mental disorder, which in turn knocks your self-confidence, it knocks your self-esteem. In some cases, low self-esteem is in itself a cardinal feature of mental disorder, especially depression. And there is, with this lockdown situation where people who are on their own, who have no one to talk to speak to on a day-to-day basis in their homes, when they have an idea, when they have a bit of inspiration, it can get to you. And you know, people with low self-esteem tend to see the world as a hostile place and themselves as its victim. And as a result, they're reluctant to express and assert themselves. And so therefore, they miss out on experiences and opportunities and feel powerless to change things. All this can lower your self-esteem even lower and put you into a downward spiral. If you feel that you're suffering from poor self-esteem, there are a number of simple things you can do to boost yourself and hopefully break out of the downward spiral. You may already be doing some of these things, and you certainly don't need to do them all. Just do the ones that you feel most comfortable with. We'll go into some of that later on in the show. But I wanted to talk from experience through a couple of friends of mine who, you know, through this lockdown situation, we're experiencing the loneliness, the depression, the loss of self-confidence, and even, you know, getting to be unsure of themselves. It's not easy in the situation that we're in. And sometimes we take it for granted when we are in a situation with family members or even with another partner. We take it for granted, and sometimes we even feel that, you know, they get on our nerves, they're getting on top of our nerves. But at the same time, it's alleviating, in most cases, the loneliness. But yet you can still be lonely and still be living with others around you. How can it be, you're saying? Well, yeah, it's true. Because if you're not connecting with the people around you, if you're keeping yourself to yourself, if you're keeping your feelings locked up, if you're not talking, if you're not expressing your emotions, then how are the people around you going to help you? How are they going to know what's going on in your head? So here are some things that you can do for raising your vibes. Make 2 lists, one of your strengths and one of your achievements. Try to get a supportive friend or relative to help you with these lists, as people with low moods are not usually the most objective frame of mind. So keep the lists in a safe place and read through them every morning. Because when you realize that you have achieved, when you realize that you are a person of strength, and you repeat this and say to yourself, you're speaking life into yourself, you are raising your vibrations. Think positively about yourself. Remind yourself that despite your problems, you're unique, special, and you're a valuable person, and that you deserve to feel good about yourself. You are, after all, a miracle of consciousness, the consciousness of the universe. Identify and challenge any negative thoughts about yourself, such as I'm a loser, I never do anything right, and no one really likes me. Switch that round, because you know what? You're a winner. Everything you do is right. You can do no wrong. Whatever you do and you fail, learn from the failure and fail forward. There is no such thing as a fail. And everybody loves you. Pay special attention to your personal hygiene, because it can be easy when you're living on your own to just slide into that way of, oh gosh, I'm going to stay in bed all day, I won't have a wash, and you don't brush your hair or take care of yourself or brush your teeth, and then your friends come to visit. It's like, oh my God, what are you doing? So get up every day, have a shower, brush your hair, trim your nails, treat yourself, and you'll feel good, you'll feel better. And if you've got a lot of clutter around you, then you need to tidy up that clutter, because when you have a clear space, you have a clear mind. And this is one of the things that can really, really make a difference to your surroundings. Wearing clean clothes that make you feel good about yourself, Wear an ironed out shirt rather than the crumpled t-shirt. Get the idea? You don't have to slouch around in a tracksuit bottom all day. Eat good food as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Don't just get caught up in I'll go and have a takeaway. I'll see if there's a quick snack. I'll make myself some toast, skip dinner, and end up not eating very well. Turn off the TV and set the table. Treat yourself to a 3-course meal. Trust me, you'll feel better for it. It's something I used to do when I was on my own without having a partner. And yes, I've got 2 kids, but there were times when they were with their father for the weekend. I used to say to myself, right, I'm going to make myself a 3-course meal today. What am I going to buy? And I would look at what is the most exotic thing in the supermarket that I can go for and just treat myself. Treat yourself well, and just feel that moment of gratitude. When you express gratitude and you're truly thankful for things, you'll naturally feel better, because you know what? There's someone out there who's worse off than you are. Trust me. We don't know what people are going through behind closed doors, behind the smiles, behind the happy faces. We do not know what people are going through. And you can always exercise, because exercise is really good for you. It clears your mind. It just clears all the fog away. Go for a walk every day, even if it's cold or rainy. You just got to set your mindset up to the rain, because I know it can be easy, especially in the UK. We're coming up to autumn, and most of the daytime now it's going to be grey and dull and wet. But you know what? Psych yourself out to go out there in a hood and just go and enjoy your walk. Take your time. And to reduce your stress levels, it's possible to make sure that you have massages if you can. Create a pod with you and a friend who's single, and, just say to each other that you'll go and have massages. Take it in turns to have a massage on a regular basis for each other. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, because getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day is key to your mindset, is key to your health, is key for reducing stress. When you sleep well, you wake up well. If your sleep is disturbed, then look at some sleeping aids that can help you. Lavender on your pillow or in an infuser in your room can help. There's also the aromatherapy candles that you can buy, the scents that you can have. Wind yourself down by turning off the TV, turning off all electronics, and just chilling out for an hour in your room, reading. Reading sends me to sleep. I don't know about you, but reading definitely does send me to sleep. So these are just some of the things that you can do to help raise your vibrations, but set yourself a challenge that you can realistically complete. For example, take up yoga, learn to sing or play the piano, or just do something. Just go for it, something different. Just do some of the things that you've been putting off around the house. It could be paperwork, it could be decorating, it could be clearing out the shed or your clothes, the winter clothes, the summer clothes into the winter clothes. It's about that time of year that I do that now, because you know what? We don't need those t-shirts anymore. It's time for the jumpers. So put the t-shirts away and get the jumpers out. And in general, some of the things you can do is just look online, because there's loads of Facebook groups, loads of Zoom calls that are happening all over the place, where you can connect with people over social media and you can have a laugh. There are quiz events. There are, you can create drinking events with your friends. I, for instance, have something on a Friday evening with my girls. We log on and we all have a drink in our hand, and it could be a G&T, it could be a lazy sloppy Joe, or a vodka, or a Bacardi and Coke, whatever is your drink. Have a drink with friends, and you can do that via Zoom, and have a little bit of music on in the background, have a chat, and it's just lovely to catch up with people. And it's something that we don't get to do on a day-to-day basis. And being in lockdown, being restricted on going out, this is something that you can all do, and it's for free. That's the real cool thing about it, is for free. So I hope these have given you some ideas. I hope it's given you some ideas to help you with your confidence. Definitely you want to avoid people and places that treat you badly or make you feel bad about yourself, because, at the end of the day, this will just bring you down. And if you're around people that bring you down, it's not good for you. So if you sense that, then you need to step away from that circle and find a circle that can bring you higher. Find a circle that can keep you positive. Find a circle that will help you rise. So this is me, Colette Morris. I've hoped you've enjoyed the show this week. Our first episode in our new season 1. Meet me here next week, roughly about this time, Tuesday, 4 p.m, and we will take it off again.
Thank you for joining Colette Morris on the Take Back Your Awesome radio show. Tune in for our next episode on everything health, mindset, and business.